Alright, so this is going to be a walkthrough on the Turtle Etch-A-Sketch. So you've got your instructions. The first thing you need to do before you watch the video is go ahead and create your module in Thonny and type in the code. Okay, so you want to get that going. Type that in. Now when you run it, it's going to give you some ugly errors, mostly because none of these methods are actually defined yet. So if you want it to run, then you're going to have to come in and add the pass keyword after each of these methods. So I'm just going to do that really quick. Just copying and pasting the word pass into each of them. And then if I run it, now we open up. And so that's all our program does right now, okay, is it makes an empty window. Now the purpose for this particular project is to make an Etch-A-Sketch program. So you should have this module called Etch-A-Sketch. It's going to have all this starter code in there. Let's go ahead and type that in. And you'll see some of the methods we're going to be writing. We have a start method, which is going to take care of setting things up for the most part. We have a left, so when they press like the left arrow key, right, when they press the right arrow key, up when they press up, down when they press down. And then our Etch-A-Sketch is going to have the ability of turning the pen on and off. So we have a toggle pen method. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the instructions here. Once you have that starter code going, which again, if you don't have the starter code, then pause the video, go type that in, run it. It should look just like this with the pass, and it should work. Okay, get your screenshots or get your typos found early. Okay. Okay, so back to here. It says exercise 1, complete the dunder init method, and so there's 5 parts to that. First, we want to add the title Turtle Etch-A-Sketch to our application's window screen. Now you may not realize that when you run your application, it has a title. The default title is Python Turtle Graphics, but that's not very descriptive for our program. We wanted to say something like Turtle Etch-A-Sketch. And so this is where the Python documentation is going to come in. So generally, if you're looking for something with Python, you want to search Python 3, because there's a Python 2 that we aren't using, and there's some differences. So Python 3, Turtle, right? It's going to come up. Turtle hasn't changed a lot in the last few years that I'm aware of, so pretty much any Python 3 documentation you find will be fine. We're using Python 3.7 right now. If you're watching this in the future, you might be using 3.8 or something like that, but we're using 3.7 right now, so I'm going to change it to Python 3.7 Turtle, and then here we go. And we want to change the title. Now, I don't know where to look in this documentation, but one of the first things I usually do is I will search the page. So the way you do that is press Control and then F. I'm going to type in title. Now wait a second. It immediately jumped me to this title method. It says method specific to screen. So let's see what this says. Okay. Set the title of the turtle window to title string. Okay, so screen.title, welcome to the Turtle Zoo. Okay, so screen, that's the name of our screen, object, and then .title. So let's look back at our code. And our screen is actually called self.window. So we want to make its title, what was the title again? Turtle Etch-A-Sketch. Okay, so I'm going to go and delete this comment, complete exercise 1, and we'll say self.window dot, right, so that's our screen, dot title. Right, I'm just following what this says. So there's our screen dot title, and we put a string here with our title. So we'll say Turtle Etch-A-Sketch. Run my program, and hey, look, here's our title, Turtle Etch-A-Sketch. All right, done. But again, notice that the documentation here had exactly what we were looking for. So when you're not sure how to do something, bring up that, especially when working with Turtle, bring up that Turtle documentation and use that find tool. It makes things much more manageable. Okay. So now on to part B, set the screen background to a color of your choosing. So again, screen background, I remember doing something with background, but I don't remember exactly, so I'm just going to come on here and just say background. Now you'll notice that it jumped to kind of where I was in my code, but if I kind of just look around here, if I'm very careful, I can see things like screen.bg color, and my intuition tells me that's probably how it's done. Okay, so screen.bg color. So let's just, now if I press the up arrow here, press this little up arrow, we can see, we can actually do a BG pick. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, keep going background, set BG color, set to return the background color of the turtle screen. So there we go. So we do BG color, but again, wait, I jumped to number 11. Here we go. BG color, screen.bg color. Okay, so that's what we want. Okay, so screen.bg color. So our screen, again, our screen though is self.window.bg. Okay. Color, and I'm going to make my background color maroon. I don't even know if that's a valid color in Python. Let's find out. Oh, it is. Sweet. Okay. You can make your background color any color you want. All right, to a color of your choosing. Set the turtle to a color of your choice. Well, since my background color is maroon, black is going to be hard to see. So I'm going to go ahead and tell self.alex to change his color to gray. That might show up. It might not be. You know what? I'm going to make him white. I think that'll show up better. Yeah, that'll show up nice. Okay. And again, notice self.alex.color. Set the shape of the turtle to a turtle shape. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to my documentation. And I'm going to search for shape. Let's see here, get shapes. Now there's 82 references to the word shape, so what I might do here is say, you know what, let's go back to the top. And heck, there's shape right here. So let's see here. Shape. Oh, appearance, shape. Okay. So let's go to shape. It says shape name equals or none. Oh, turtle.shape, turtle. So it looks like, let's see here, notice they're polygon shapes, arrow, turtle, circle, square, triangle, classic. All right, so we're going to go ahead and set it to turtle. Okay, so again, our turtle's name is not, in the documentation it says turtle dot. Well, our turtle is self.alex. So we're going to say self.alex.turtle. And then it says turtle, all lowercase, so turtle. Run. And that didn't do anything. It says turtle image object is not call. Yeah, it's not callable. That's for sure, because this shouldn't be turtle, right? It should be shape. Let's fix that. And there we go. Now we got a nice little turtle on our screen. That's fun. Okay. Going back to instructions, says use speed of x to method to set the turtle's animation speed to 9. Okay, and then there's an asterisk. A note about speed method. The speed method has speeds from 1 to 10, 1 being the slowest, 10 being the somewhat fastest. While 10 is the fastest animation speed for the turtle, setting the turtle speed to 0 makes the animation not glide at all. So actually speed 0 results in the fastest moving turtle. As a further note, even a speed of 0 is not good enough for smooth animation or complex graphics. To enable that kind of rendering, you must use the tracer function from the screen class, which I promise we will get to later. Okay, we will get there. But not in this project. So let's set our turtle speed to 9. All right, so again, our turtle, we can say self.alex.speed 9. Run our code, make sure we don't get any errors, and it's not doing anything yet, but there we go. All right, so I'm just going to comment my code here. Let's say, you know what, let's here. Change title of window, change background color, change turtle color, change turtle shape, and change turtle speed. All right, so now I've got some comments explaining what each line does, just so that when I go back and look at this later, I'm not going, what the heck is all this stuff? Okay, next, exercise 2. In this exercise you will create, so first off, make sure that your exercise 1 is working before you move on, right? Also, get these comments in there. They're for your own good. They're for future you, because you will forget how this stuff works. And at some point you're going to say, Mr. Purdy, I need help. And I'm going to say, have you looked at a previous program? And you're going to say, yes, but I don't remember what I did. I'm going to say, well, you should have commented better. So put your comments in there. All right. Now, if I look at my comments here, by the way, I see left and right are going to be created in exercise 2. So let's go ahead and exercise 2. You'll create the left and right methods that are responsible for turning the turtle 90 degrees left or right when we call the method. Okay. So left should turn the turtle 90 degrees left, and right would turn it 90 degrees right. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of create in exercise 2 and pass. And let's see, our turtle's name is not turtle, it's self.alex. We want self.alex to turn left 90 degrees. Okay. Seems kind of like a silly method, but okay. Must be a reason for it. To turn right, self.alex.right 90 degrees. So let's just, I'm going to put a comment here. Turns turtle left 90 degrees. Turns turtle right 90 degrees. And there we go. I'm going to run my code. It doesn't do anything because we didn't actually use these methods yet, but okay. Next. Exercise 3. So again, looking at my code here, it looks like exercise 3 is going to be up and down. This exercise, you'll create up and down methods. When the up method is called, Alex the turtle should move forward 5 pixels. When down is called, Alex should move backward 5 pixels. Okay. So let's see here, delete this. Self.alex.forward 5. Move turtle forward 5. And then down self.alex.backwards. Now I always forget what backwards. I know you can just put back, but there's like a shortcut for it. If I have BK, I think, BK. Burger King 5. Moves turtle backward 5. By the way, if you saw that magic I just pulled off of me, let me go back here. Alex.b. Then if I press what I'm pressing is the tab key, and I give Thanya just a second, and it's going to say, well, here's everything you can do with a turtle. Starting with a B. That's the magic. Okay. Again, I'm going to run my code. Nothing's happening because even though we've written the methods, we haven't actually invoked them. So, all right. Next, create the toggle pen method. In this method, you will toggle, that is, switch the pen setting from up to down or down to up. This will allow the user to move the turtle without having it drawn. Okay, so we want, if the pen is down, to make it go up, and if it's up, to make it go down. Okay, so we're going to need some kind of a condition here. Something, if pen up, then, make, then, let's see, I'll just actually make this a comment. If pen is up, make the pen go down. Else, if pen is down, make the pen go up. So we need some way of figuring out if the pen is up. Documentation to the rescue. Okay. Well, first I'm going to go ahead and just scan through motion here. It's not really move and draw, is it? Let's see, go to no. Oops, turtle state position towards X, no, degrees, drawing state, pen down. Oh, here we go. Pen down, pen up. Okay. Oh, is down. That seems like is down. Okay, let's see what that says. Return true if pen is down. Oh, well, there we go. Return true if the pen is down, false if it's up. Return true if the pen is down. Okay. So, so I said if pen is up, make the pen go down. But since we have is down, I'll just say, I'll reverse these, right? If the pen is down, the pen is down, make the pen go up. Otherwise, if it's not down, it must be up. Make pen go down. Okay, so I say if Now let's see here, it says turtle.pinup. Now, I'm sorry, turtle.isDown. So our turtle's name here is not turtle, it's self.alex. So if self.alex.isDown, so if self.alex is down, then self.alex.pinup. All right. Else self.alex.pindown. Run. No errors. Doesn't mean it's working because we haven't actually used the thing, but that seems like that. Self.alex.isDown. So if the pen is down, pick the pen up. Otherwise, put the pen down. Is there an option? Is it possible it could be not down or up? Let's see, here's the pen. No, I think the pen is either up or it's down. So yeah, I think that should work. So we've got that. Let's see, that was exercise 4. So now it looks like we're gonna have to do the start method. Let's see here, bring up our instructions here. All right, exercise 4. So now in exercise 5, here we make the start method by binding specific functions to the window screen using the onKey method. The onKey method takes 2 parameters: method to bind, button to bind it to. The first line of this method should be as follows: self.window.onKey, self.left, yay email. Okay, I lost my train of thought. The first line of this method should be self.window.onKey, self.left, left. Okay, so let's just start there. So I'm going to delete this. So self.window, so that's the name of our screen. Okay. So self.window.onKey, self.left, left. Okay, now let's break this apart here for a second. So this is going to bind method self.left to left arrow key. In other words, when we press the left arrow key, it's going to call self.left. So it's going to call this method. So when I press left on my keyboard, it's going to go down here and make Alex turn left. Okay. Now a couple of things to note. Notice there's no parentheses after here. You know, over and over you run methods and you always, you forget the parentheses and it's like, oh, it gives an error. In this one case, when we're binding methods to keys, you don't put the parentheses because Python is actually going to pass in this entire method object, I suppose, and it's going to call it automatically. So we don't need the parentheses. We can't even have the parentheses. It'll give an error if we do. Okay, so that's basically what this little paragraph here says. So yeah, so notice that left is I'm just kind of reading through. When you bind a key function, blah blah blah. Therefore, we are limited in that we cannot bind the function that takes parameters. We will find a workaround that. We will fix that kind of using something called a lambda function, but we're not there yet. And we notice we use self.left because we're calling the left method. If we were trying to bind a function, something outside of our class, we could. We just wouldn't put self in front of it. And then, left, right, up, and down, these are all the keys on the keyboard. And notice they're capital L's, but space is lowercase. That being said, I believe if we come over here and we say onKey, looking for a list of keys. To the key, if key font is none, C method listen, key, C listen. There is a list of key bindings, like the names of the keys. So let's see here, Python 3 or just 3, I'll say 3.7. Keycodes, I think, is what I might want to search. Keycodes. Keyboard, no. Turtle keycodes. Turtle graphics. Turtle graphics, keyboard commands, no. Keys. Key names. this could take me down a rabbit hole. Let's see what Stack Overflow has to say about this. I'm having trouble getting keys. Avoid using infinite loop on key, lambda, blah, blah, blah. There's the lambda functions we'll be using later. I'm just looking for a list of keys. So, not finding it here, but I know what they are. I was just looking for something that you could look up, besides up, down, left, right. The way it works is like if you wanted to use like the S key, you would just put the string S. So really just it's the special buttons on the keyboard that are a little bit different, like the arrow keys and things like that. But like if you wanted to bind, let's say you wanted to bind left, like you're going to do WASD, so you'd do A, right? You could do that. So yeah, I'll see if I can find a resource, and I'll throw a link in someplace if I can find a list someplace. I know it's there. It's just off the top of my head, I'm not seeing it. Okay, so I think I'm going to jump ahead of myself if I'm not careful. We want to bind everything else. We want to bind everything else to the different methods, right? So we're going to start I don't think I say it explicitly here, but we want to make, right go right and up go up and down go down. And I think, am I getting ahead of myself here? I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not getting ahead of myself. I'm not seeing it though. We want to bind everything to everything. So yeah, so we want to bind, we'll say self.window.onKey. We want to, of course, put right to right. Bind method self.right to right arrow key. And when I say bind, that just means like when you push the button, it's going to use that method. Window.onKey self.up to the up arrow key. Bind method self.up to up arrow key. Window.onKey self.down to the down arrow key. Bind method self.down to down arrow key. And space. We actually want to use space for this toggle pin. So we'll say self.window.onKey self.toggle pen space. And notice space is all lowercase. Toggle pen has an underscore. Okay. Bind method self.toggle pen to spacebar. And then I think the last thing we have to do is we need to finish, it says, oh, here it is. Finish finding the other four functions and finish the start method with these two lines of code. Oh, yay for reading directions. So finish the start method with self.window.listen and self.window.mainLoop. It says the listen method begins the process of listening for key presses. The main loop method starts a loop that continuously checks for window events, button clicks, and window closing. Clicking X in the Windows operating system, in other words, in Linux. Okay, to the next page for my solutions to exercise. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, so self.window.listen. So we'll say self.window.listen. So this tells the window to start listening. Start listening for keys being pressed. And self.window.mainLoop. And this basically just says we're done with new stuff. Sit here, wait for the user to close the window, and just listen. So I'm not going to put a comment there. That's just yeah. So now if we run our program, now remember we had the up arrow should make our turtle go forward. Check that out. Oh, very cool. Left should make him turn left. Okay, he turned. Now remember, he was facing to the right. So when I make him turn left, right, he goes this way. Okay, cool. Now he's facing up. So if I make him turn right, okay, and then I can make him go backwards. Very cool. And the last thing we did was we did the space bar. So I'm going to press the space bar and then make my turtle go backwards a little way. And oh, look at that, he's not drawing. Space bar again, and he's drawing again. Oh, that's very cool. Okay, awesome. Okay, so now if I close this, my program exits, no errors, anything like that. Fantastic. Okay, we got a working Etch-A-Sketch. That's exciting. Now on the next page, I do have my code. I don't know if it's exactly the same as what I just did because I did this a long time ago, but there we go. It says for many exercises, you will be on your own. So I'm not gonna walk you through the rest. Show your instructor, that's me, when you have the problem solved. And so read those instructions. I believe you're changing the way it works because right now it's a little annoying, and you're getting some more colors. Once you finish this, I do have an additional, called the addendum, that I will put up on Google Classroom for you to work through. So that's all. Good luck. Have fun. Feel free to play around some more with the. You can change some more settings in your Etch-A-Sketch, make the pen thicker and stuff. I think actually that's in the addendum. So there's some more cool stuff you can do. But have fun.